Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming. I wonder if we can hear Elijah. Hi. So, hello, Elijah. Hello, Richard. I'm just letting in Lynn. Hello, Moonspell. Hello, Reed. Hello, Selena. You guys hear okay?
Thank you for joining. Thank you, Queen Harleen, for getting this going. Hope maybe we'll even make it bi-weekly or something. We get it going and we get something. We ready? Are we good to go?
I think so.
Okay.
6 o'clock. So I guess just to be mindful of everyone's time. If someone's late, they are.
Yeah. Okay, great. Yeah. So once again, thanks everybody for joining. We're here, the VCon podcast, to just talk about cosplay in general and some of the events that VonCon has coming up, and to sort of celebrate the cosplay community and basically what VonCon is going to be bringing throughout the GTA and beyond in the next few months and following year. So where should we get started? Why don't I just, okay, so August 28th, before we introduce everybody and get into it, August 28th is our cosplay event. We are partnering with Canada Lifeline, so Ontario Blood Services. We will be at the Woodbridge location, and we'll post the address. It's in the La Paloma Toys R Us Plaza, right there. We'll be there from 11 to 4, and we'll have music, games, contests, basically a little cosplay meetup, all in support of donating plasma for a good cause. So VonCon's assembling a team to basically save 1,000 lives over the year. So we're asking cosplayers and community members to come out and support, donate on that day, the 28th, or just sign up to join our team, enjoy the festivities, the food, the drinks, the snacks, and sign up. And then from there, you're gonna donate on your own time, maybe once a week, once a month, once every few months. That's up to you. So we're assembling our team to save lives on National Superhero Day. Yeah, and all you great people have agreed to come out or support some way, somehow, which we are very grateful for, and can be done without the cosplayers. And Suit Up for Jack, I know many of the cosplayers are already signed up for or part of that organization, just donating and supporting. So we're jumping on that. So we'll tag them as well, and they're going to come out, support, and it's just going to be a great event. Okay, so Queen Harleen, do you want to get into it? What should we start with? Should we just start with some questions? What do you think?
Hey, I think that we should do a roll call and introduce all of the guests.
Okay, can you take that? Yeah.
Sure thing. So the top left corner, we have EKG Cosplay. He's looking awesome tonight. We have Midlife Cosplay. We have Mr. VonCon, who you just heard from. We've got Moonspell Cosplay. We've got Reed's Props Plus. We have Bunny Tush Cosplay and Selena Kyle, Lady Arkham. You guys look amazing tonight. Thank you so much for coming. So this is sort of our first podcast for VonCon. Now, we did a little VonCon live before, but this is really different. It's exciting because we can have more of us here and really get to talk about the event in April. And so this year's event is going to be a lot different from last year's event because there's different guests, there's different stuff going on. And so my role with VonCon at this time is cosplay guest organizer and social media marketing graphic design. So as kind of an ambassador of this show, my vision going forward is inclusion. So inclusion and community are the key words going into this VonCon. So I'm excited to watch this show grow and to help VonCon become like a destination for community, just for all cosplayers. I truly believe that cosplay is for everyone. And on our first sort of VonCon podcast, well, this is our vodcast, so this is different. I spoke briefly about the importance of cosplay and collecting for mental health. So I'm thankful to be able to share more about that in the future. And it's a very relevant and important topic. It affects everyone. And I want to mention that not all of the guests are here tonight for the podcast. So if you are checking this out, you need to check out our VonCon and VonCon Cosplay Instagram pages. Check out all of the guests who are going to be there in April and in August. So I figure it's a good time for Mr. VonCon himself to ask some questions and talk to our amazing guest.
Great, thank you. So well spoken. It's such a pleasure to work with you. So yeah, so like Queen Harleen said, it is basically inclusion. VonCon has always been about inclusion and accessibility. We basically really pride ourselves on how we conduct and run our shows fully accessible to anybody. And we have lots of volunteers and support staff to accommodate anybody with those needs or any special requests. So in the future, if there's a request, if there's anything, just DM us and we respond. You'll be reaching myself, my brother, he's the other CEO, probably Queen Harleen, who's going to be taking over somehow. We're working it all in, so we're figuring it all out. But okay, let's get to it. So again, thanks everybody for joining. And okay, let's start with Reed. It looks like all those props. How are you? All
How
those
you doing, man?
good. Yeah, it looks like you're like an amazing dungeon.
Yeah, this is the cave. All right,
the cave, the lair.
Lots of props, my collection stuff, kind of all over the place.
Yeah, that's amazing. And you're known for your award-winning props and armor. So why don't we just tell everybody how you got started, or
Oh,
where we are.
how do I get started? I've always been a fan of like film and TV, going like stuff like Ghostbusters or Marvel or DC stuff like that. But kind of watching the movies is one thing, but then I'm like, I see something that I like want in the movie, and I'm like, I really want, I don't know, a grapple gun or something like a proton pack for Ghostbusters. And I was like, I've always kind of been a creative type, so putting that kind of want and then the ability to craft and stuff into one has taken my life crazy, and I've just been cranking stuff out since, and it's probably one of the best hobbies and kind of communities I could think of.
Yeah, it's amazing. I'm trying to stay focused, but I'm just watching. I see something moving in the background.
I can blur the background if you want.
I'm trying to think. Is that moving behind you? There's something that looks like maybe is that a 3D printer or something that's going
Oh yeah, down here I have a couple printers going right now.
Yeah,
Working on like a little accessory in one, and then I'm printing some armor pieces on another one.
oh amazing. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, I can't wait to see and when you come out and support the show off some of your props. And
yeah, I'm excited to bring some stuff to show off.
we're actually thinking, and we want to push our we're still working on the name, our museum showcase for cosplayers and special guests.
Cool.
We have a few prop makers in the past come and celebrities, but we really want to have it an interactive area for guests to come and take pictures and really talk about your pieces and showcase what you're proud of.
Yeah.
But no, that's amazing. It's amazing. So we'll talk further towards that and how we can work something out. Amazing. Let's go on to Bunny Tush, the founder of Ontario Cosplay. Hello. Where are we?
There we go. All right.
Oh, perfect. How are you?
I kind of got my start in cosplay in theater, actually. I started building props and set pieces for them, and once I got to a point where the theater industry was for much younger people, I went and I discovered anime, and the rest was history. I started building anime and video game cosplays, and I've been doing about 30 to 40 cosplays a year for the past 5 years.
That's amazing. So you like to mix it up, switch it up?
Yeah. I'm mostly an armor cosplayer now, trying to move away from fabrics.
Nice. And what's the goal? What's the goal with Ontario Cosplay? What do you want to do with the community, and what are you building?
The Ontario Cosplay Club is a group that is very organized and it's designed to kind of bring cosplayers together and provide opportunities between the big cons. So there's a lot of people who can't afford to go to the big events. They can't pay $70 for a weekend ticket, and there aren't a lot of cosplay events in Waterloo and Guelph and Hamilton and some of the smaller towns outside of the GTA. So we organize photo shoots and meetups specifically for that, to provide a way for people to come together, as well as for new cosplayers to meet and connect who might be a little bit too intimidated to start at a big event.
That's amazing. And that's great. Yeah. Because yeah, you're right. Some of these big events are very expensive, 2-3 days, plus you're building your cosplay, and just to get there. And then when you're there, you're gonna eat, you're gonna want to do stuff. So that's great that you're sort of trying to bridge that gap in between shows and cosplay. And VonCon for cosplayers, we do try to reduce the cost, and we're right beside the subway line. So the Von subway, right there beside Von Mills. So hopefully it's a lot more accessible to people now that we switch locations. So and I know we've spoken, and we're gonna do some stuff moving forward, and can't wait to see you at on the 28th. And we'll
super excited for that. Especially because we've got EKG, who is one of our other main founders, going to be there, and
oh, nice,
it's kind of our first big rollout, I think, of guest appearances, which is very exciting.
Yeah, we got to make sure we can fit them in the in the room with with those giant heads. It's going to be amazing. Thank you so much. And then so let's move on to Black Cat and Catwoman. So you're both cat burglars, different universes, multiverses. So what's the difference between the two characters and your origin stories? And yeah, tell us what's going on with the cosplay.
So yeah, I predominantly do not do Catwoman. I do just Black Cat right now.
Black Cat.
I'll leave that to Selena. Yeah, she's doing a fabulous job. She's one of my favorite cats. Yeah, so I got into this maybe just over a year ago, and having a really great time, meeting a lot of great people, and I feel like the character that I picked it really resonates with me, and so that's why I've chosen this. And I try to be a support person to the community as well, and meeting people at different events and things like that. It's been a really fast year. I don't know how it's happened like this, but I'm really happy that it has, and I've met a lot of great friends and support people along the way. So I'm excited to see what next year brings.
That's awesome. Are you thinking of changing cosplay characters, or are you sticking with the Black Cat for now?
I have some other ones, like I do Ivy as well, and I have done 2 versions now of Black Canary. I tend to stick to the animal types, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, it's fun. I am more of a Marvel person than a DC person, but
okay,
it's been fun. Yeah, we'll see where we land. So
nice. Any plans coming up? Do you have any shows coming up, or you'll be there with us on the 28th, and then after that?
Next weekend, I'm going to be meeting with a very large group to have some fun and take some pictures. We're doing a DC meetup. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I get to meet some new people as well. So yeah, other than that, I'm going to be going to YetiCon and Fan Expo and probably all of them, Anime North. Yeah.
Oh, you're going all in on the first year. Yeah.
I don't know. I went to a lot last year. The only one I didn't, well, I know there's a lot of anime ones, but I don't do a lot of anime cosplays. I just, how much can you possibly do in 1 year? I know Bunny Touch was saying that she does like so many per year. I don't know how she does it, but that's amazing. I'm just starting off. I'm new, so I'm just taking it as it goes right now.
It's enjoying it. Well, very excited to get to know you on the 28th, and
me too.
We'll take it from there moving forward for VonCon. Okay, and Catwoman, where are we? How are you? There we go. How's it going?
Hi. Good, and you?
Good. Okay, so yeah, you're Catwoman. How did you get started, and why did you choose Catwoman?
It was actually my best friend's idea. I was still getting into cosplay. My first cosplay was Kylo Ren. I had the helmet made by Reed, and
Right on.
My friend just kind of like turned to me one day. He's like, "You should be Catwoman." I'm like, "What? I never thought I could pull it off." But he's like, "No, be Catwoman." So he actually got me my cowl as a Christmas gift. I got
Nice.
the bodysuit and everything, put it all together, and people just really took to it. And it made me fall in love with Catwoman even more, to the point I want to try to do every possible version I can of her.
Oh, nice. So that's you're just gonna start mixing up sort of variations, and are you gonna put your own spin on Catwoman at some of the cons, or are you gonna try to stick
I
to more
actually
the
have. I've done a
traditional?
Sith Catwoman.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm trying
yeah,
to
that's awesome.
do like the Sith Catwoman. I'm doing purple Catwoman next once I get the cowl, and Joker Catwoman will be my next two coming up.
Oh,
Hopefully
nice.
by next year.
Yeah, nice. Are you making them? Or are you getting them from someone? Like I know you said Reed. You got your first one off Reed. Do you make any of the props yourself, or the costumes, the cosplays?
I'm still learning some things about that.
Oh,
Like
nice.
I'm trying to make a new belt for my black Catwoman suit, but that'll take some time. The cowl I'm getting is like one of those like polyurethane rubber cowls. I get it from Reeves FX because I know nothing about cowl making.
Hmm.
I'll eventually
Yeah,
get up there.
oh, awesome. Yeah, yeah, and sort of like Queen Harleen just putting her own spin on her cosplay and sticking to the same character, but making it her own. And I think that's really unique, and sort of allows you to be yourself sort of in the cosplay and wherever you are. So that's awesome. So we look forward to really seeing you on the 28th, and thank you for your support. And hopefully moving forward, we do a bunch more of these events where you can come out and we can see what you got going on.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm happy to join.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay. And then Moonspell. There, all right.
Hello.
There we are. How are you? Big smile. How's it
I'm
going?
great. How are you?
Good. Good. Okay. So, looking through your Instagram and some of the pictures, you're kind of all over the place. What inspires you, or what sort of guides your cosplay?
Yeah, so for me, I really got into cosplay about 5 years ago. I'm coming up on my 5-year anniversary actually in May, which is
Nice.
awesome. But I originally tried it back in my teenage years, dating me a little bit. But things were very different back then. Back then, you had to make everything. There was not as much accessibility when it came to cosplay. So
Mhm.
my sister and I made my first costume. I've been very into Pokemon for as long as I can remember, and I made a Pikachu costume with my
Oh,
sister,
nice.
and it was amazing, and I had an awesome time, and it was so cool to get to. I went to Fan Expo, and that was incredible, but I was a little worried that I wouldn't be able to keep up with like making my own costumes and that kind of extent. So I didn't really fully get into it until about 5 years ago, because now cosplay has become so much more accessible. There's so many more places that if you want to buy your costumes, you can, or if you want to make things, there's lots of resources out there. So I do a bit of making things and also buying or altering. So but I have been a nerd for as long as I can remember, so I'm inspired by so many different things. So many things from my childhood that I'm finally now getting to cosplay, like for example, Sailor Moon, and getting to cosplay her along with just falling in love with other different media now. So yeah, if you look at my page, I kind of have lots of different loves and lots of different things that I enjoy. But being able to cosplay from so many different fandoms and connect with people has really been one of my favorite things about being a part of this community.
It's awesome. And did you decide what you're gonna cosplay and who you're gonna cosplay as on the 28th?
Yeah, so I'm going to wear Ladybug from Miraculous
Okay.
Ladybug.
Yeah, nice.
She's amazing. I am very into the Miraculous community, and I cosplay a lot of different characters from the series. But Ladybug is an icon, so I think that would just be a great one to wear.
Right on. Yeah, we got the post up there. I wasn't sure if that's who you were gonna cosplay
Yeah.
as, but yeah. And now that it's sort of on the topic, so that day of, we are gonna be handing out, like, we got thousands of these Pokemon packs with like 30, 40 Pokemon cards inside. We're gonna be handing out Pokemon slabs.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so we got lots of giveaways for that day, lots of activities. like fidget toys and some of our sponsors, like the screen clean, keep your screens clean, your phones. So there's going to be lots going on that day. So it's going to be a fun day. So we look forward to seeing you. And I know my daughter is going to be excited because that's one of her favorite shows. So
well, I look forward to seeing her.
yeah, no, she'll be excited. Awesome. Okay, thank you so much, and we'll see you soon. EKG Cosplay, are you able to speak?
Hi, can you hear me okay?
Oh yes, that's amazing. It's moving. I love the mouth. That's amazing.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
No, thank you for supporting us. Thanks so much. Okay, so I know maybe I'm saying you're one of the founders as well of Ontario Cosplay.
Yes, but Bunny and
Yes.
I are both admin members on the Ontario Cosplay Club.
Okay, amazing. And so how did you get into that? Did you to start the club and as well as sort of jump in as an admin?
Well, a lot of it actually kind of stemmed from a lot of the similar things we were kind of discussing earlier, like that real sense of community that exists in the cosplay community, but sometimes it's a little bit difficult to get through that networking barrier that exists, especially if you're not from the city of Toronto in particular. It can be a little bit hard to find other people around the province of Ontario. So having a group like the Ontario Cosplay Club, like we had a lot of shared values between us on the admin team. We really just wanted to help connect people, give people something to kind of get through that blah period between conventions, and really help people that, live in the same area, but not necessarily near like the concentrations of cosplayers in Toronto, to still be able to get together and do things.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, it's such a great idea, and I think it's very much needed. Just getting into meeting all the cosplayers over the last 5 years, really sort of diving into the community and getting to know sort of the groups and the people. And I think something like this is needed just to bring people together and sort of eliminate that stigma of sort of the cliques of cosplay and certain people coming and doing going to the events and sort of discouraging other people from showing up. And so it's just being yourself and getting this and being part of a group like this, I think is great, and we appreciate it. What is it like? Do you make the headpieces? Do you make them, and what is it like to wear them?
It's it's a little constrictive to wear them, but they are all entirely made by hand. My little niche that I've kind of built out is that I do everything through cardboard and paper mache, essentially. So it's all newspaper, cardboard structure on the inside, wrapped up in tape and then paper mache'd over. Because especially for like larger size helmets like this, there can be a bit of a high barrier to entry cost-wise to build a costume like this if you're going to be using things like your fabrics and your foams and things like that. So what I like about it is, for myself, it makes it definitely more affordable, but I can also then show people that, if you like a franchise like Star Fox, for example, and you want to really make a costume like that, there's other methods that you can explore that definitely kind of democratize that costume for more of the community.
That's amazing. And how is the mouth moving? Is it a secret,
so there's a hinge right behind where my head is inside of the mascot head. And then there's a buckle right underneath my jaw and a rubber band that runs from the bottom jaw to the top.
So you're consciously like moving the
when my actual chin lowers, that pulls the jaw down, but it does mean that I have to talk with my mouth really open if I really want to get the jaw going.
Yeah, you got to be really eccentric. How's that at the end of the day? How's that at the end of the day?
I'm definitely happy to get it off at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. And are you coming as Star Fox?
Most likely, yeah. Like I feel like with the heroes theme, it's great to come by as, like that protagonist who does a great job.
Yeah, that's amazing. I'm super excited to see it in person. I've seen lots of pictures, seen you at a bunch of different cons. Just super excited to see it in person because the detail looks amazing. Like now here on the call here, that it's zoomed up. It's incredible, the detail. Do you paint it all yourself as well?
Yeah, all hand painted as well.
Yeah, that's amazing. Very, very artistic. It's amazing. So we look forward to seeing you very soon.
Thanks. Looking forward to seeing you as well.
No, amazing. Thank you so much. And North Haven Creative. So our photographers coming out to take some pictures, work with the cosplayers, and capture the event. So are we here? Let me scroll. There. Perfect. How are you?
Very good. How are you doing?
Good, good. Okay. So what do we have planned for the event, and tell us a little bit about your company?
My company?
Sorry,
I don't-
Richard. Oh, okay. Sorry, we're getting mixed. I'm mixed up here. There we go. Okay. Midlife.
Yeah.
Give me a
Sorry.
second. Hold on. Sorry. Midlife. There we
Probably
go.
never seen you before, but like when you talked to me at the
No, and then
conference.
I caught the voice. And
Yeah.
I'm like, hold on. And then I'm like, no, is there a similarity? And then I'm like, no. Then I'm looking at the background, and I could see the sound. I'm like, no. We're talking a midlife here. Our first VonCon cosplay champion, cosplay winner. And I remember the cosplay that when we first started talking, you were making the Borg, and
Yeah.
we had that 2 year because of COVID and the
Yeah.
shutdown, and you were showing me piece by piece. It was just, and then to see it in person finally, it was sort of all came together. I wish we had confetti and lights when you won, and it just got piece by piece. You started with the arm, and I'm like, what the hell is that? What's he got going on? And then you're like, here, I got a sneak peek for you, and then I had no idea, and then you started branching up, right? And then so I know you're hitting up all the cons. You're all over the place. A lot of people know you and speak very highly of you in the
That's great.
cosplay community. Yeah, no, definitely. And that. So, how did you get started, and what do you have going on right now? So a little bit of.
Well, I spent a lot of time. I was an actor and a stunt guy and a lighting technician in the movie business in Toronto for many years. I've always had a love for film and TV and live theater, and I've also been a big Halloween fan a lot. So I've been building costumes for a while. Never really got into the cosplay part of it until about 2016, 2017. I just found that with cosplay, you kind of get to cast yourself in your most ideal role. So if you want to be the villain, you can create a cosplay and cast yourself as the villain and enjoy running around as that villain for a few days at a con. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and then the passion that you kind of put in when you're at the cons, every con seems to post your pictures the most because you're right into it. You're with the guests, the fans. I know at VonCon you always kill it, and we appreciate it.
It's the actor in me coming out again.
Yeah, it just captures. Even when doing a Zoom, somehow it just captures you doing something. You're always on the move. And are you working with TVX Sabers at the moment? Is that something?
I'm sponsored by those guys, and so whenever they're around, I like to hang with them a little bit and help to do some promotion as much as I can. In terms of what I've got coming up, would be just anything that has TVX there. If I'm attending, I like to hang with them, and I'm looking at Niagara Falls, Fan Expo, London Comic Con, and a few other little local shows, whatever is coming up, somewhere, close to the Peterborough area where I am. Yeah. And I got some new cosplays I'm working on too. This is one of them right here. That's the vest for Cad Bane that I'm working on. I tend to focus on the villains. I'm generally a nice guy myself, but I like to play the villains. So
awesome.
For VonCon, I haven't really decided yet. Maybe Cad Bane if he's ready by then, or perhaps Darth Malgus.
Okay.
If not, then I've got a few other ones that I can fall back on. Maybe Hellboy or Darth Maul is always a fun one to do. I love doing Darth Maul. It's great.
Yeah, when you're in Darth Maul, you're full character there. It's you got everything going. It's
bit of a method actor sometimes, but when I do break character, I break it big time. And then people are like, "What are you doing, smiling so much as Darth Maul?"
Yeah, and it fits so nicely with their booth that when you're plugged in with the sabers, it all fits together.
And they set me up with the most beautiful lightsaber. That thing is a Cadillac. It's amazing.
And I think that's what captures in all the films. Yeah, and all our pictures, all our videos. It's just it's a nice one. yeah, then they gave us so many to give away at the last VonCon, and we're going to reach out and
Nice.
hopefully we'll work together again this one. And I know people were really excited for that. So
Cool.
yeah, so again, you've been one of our cosplayers from the very start. You've helped support us right from the very start. So again,
Well, you guys
truly
have a great
grateful for
show.
that.
You know, it's very easy to support VonCon. You guys put on a fantastic event. It's always a pleasure to be there.
I appreciate it.
The attendees are great. The kids are great. You guys get some good vendors and stuff. So yeah, it's a great show. I like.
Yeah,
I
we
like
try
it.
to do a big mix of you know, we have 250 vendors because of the cap space, so we try to do you know, 30 30 30 30, a little bit of everything: vintage, cards, comics, something we'll call it like that, something for everybody, whether it's jewelry, candles. So it's a nice mix for everything. Stuff for kids. We get a lot of families that come out, great prices. Yeah, and we fixed that air conditioning problem after the first show that turned you into Darth Maul there. Just
Yeah.
after that one, you just yeah, you went to the dark side. But
Yeah.
yeah, so we're looking forward to seeing you. And you'll be there the
I'm
28th as
excited.
well. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, thank you so much. And yeah, and then we're gonna move forward. Yeah, thank you so much. We'll
Oh,
talk
my
soon.
pleasure. I'm looking forward to it.
We really appreciate you. Okay, Queen Harleen, do you want to just tell us what you got going on? And you're kind of leading and spearheading the event. You brought us all together here tonight, and perhaps doing this moving forward. So what do you have? What do you have on the agenda? Or tell us what's going on. Show off your cosplay. Anything?
I'm super excited to be part of this event, and I think it's exciting that you're going so huge this year. And we just really want people to know that April 28th, to come down. We'd love to see you in cosplay. If you can't that day, come anyways. We'd love you to donate. Awesome cause. It's a great charity. Suit up for Jack. If for a health reason you can't donate, come anyways. We just really want it to be a fun community event. We want it to be all about community and charity and just loving cosplay. And like I said earlier, the inclusion of cosplay. So there's food, there's music, there's something really fun going on with this awesome artist, George. He's going to be doing some sketches. And I asked him if he could do some of the sketches of the cosplayers, like a comic book style sketch. Just little quick sketches so that there's time for everyone to get one. I think that would be a lot of fun. And as you know, I'm a huge comic book collector. And so I think that would be super exciting. He's published in comic books, but even if he wasn't, he's super talented. So I think that's going to be an awesome opportunity. And there's two really great photographers, two totally different looks, two totally different visions for cosplay photography. So whether you're a guest or whether you're dropping in that day just to say hi, cosplay, no cosplay, get some photos done. I think it's going to be amazing. Lots and lots of things to do. And we're inside, not outside. So whether it's, I don't know, a crazy eclipse or hailing or snowing or raining or sunny, we're good. So other than that, I'm really excited about August. I hope that I can make myself some time for the amazing shopping that's going to be going on. There is a huge mix of vendors, and it's just nice to be able to see all the different types of cosplay, because you also have some local cosplayers that come in specifically for your event that suit up differently. Maybe it's not their hobby all of the time. So it's just some interesting new people to be able to take some pictures with as well. And I think it's just going to be a great time. So I hope to see everybody on the 28th. And I'm so thankful to our amazing team of guests. I think that you guys are awesome. And it's nice to be able to trust everyone here and just have the loyalty of having our own little community where we're all so different. And that's what makes it beautiful. So those are my last words. But before Bruno signs off, I do want us to take a group picture. So I have a nice cover picture for this. So let me count it down. Are we ready? Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much. This is an awesome team. And back over to Mr. VonCon himself.
Great. No, thanks again. How can I follow that? Yeah, just awesome. So yeah, very grateful. Thank you so much for everything. And please send the Queen. I'm going for short. Send the Queen your send them pictures. I know she's got a few pictures from most of you, but we have a huge I guess it's a screen, like massive, wall size. So I want all your pictures up there. We're going to do it in the reel, so we'll try to get as much in as possible. So if that's okay, if you can just send her and she'll just send them over, and we're going to mix them in on loop with our VonCon videos and what we have moving forward. And something very a sort of a sneak peek, we'll be releasing it maybe next week, is we're working on our VonCon theme song. So we're going to be running a contest with Sing for Italy. So if you know, and I'm sure you guys like super talented people, so I'm sure you know some singers and people that or songwriters. We're looking for our VonCon theme song. That's going to be played on all our reels and all our different videos. So that contest is going to be coming out, and then they'll be performing at a later event for Sing for Italy, which is on sort of a grander stage. So lots of opportunity there. And also Reed or anybody else that sort of has like a business or selling stuff, just let us know. Reach out to VonCon so we can promote it. Really happy to support our vendors and the people that support us. If you have pictures or you're working on something new, anything like that, just send them. We're happy to repost and show off your amazing work. So yeah, thank you again.